All right, mic check. Okay, the delay on YouTube is just as bad as normal. Alrighty. One day I'll figure out how to reduce that. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. Looks like everything's all set. Everything seems to be running smoothly. Cool. Alrighty. All right, there we go. Let's see. Let me just make sure of one thing. Okay. All right, just making sure. All right, so today I am hoping to finish this painting. That is the stated goal today. I think my face tracking camera struggles to track my face because of all the faces behind me. Why does YouTube chat have a warning to remember that everything that you post, to protect your privacy, and everything you post is public to me? Like, I understand why it's there in general, but I'm on camera. Like, why why do I need a reminder? It seems a little redundant. Maybe that's just me. All right. Hold on a second. Okay. Oh, that's why I can't see it. I'm like, why am I having trouble seeing my screen? I didn't move it properly. That's why. All right, there we go. I think this needs to be a little lighter though. Uh, yeah, I think uh, maybe that's fine, I guess. I should stop tinkering and just start painting. That's what I should do. All right. There's no shot in any way that this painting is not dry. So I'm just going to oil out immediately. Got a little bit of red in there, but that's fine. Now, I'll mention this a few more times during stream because, um, as people filter in, I repeat myself a few times every once in a while. But exciting news, my shop on my website is 98% ready for publishing. I literally will have it up and ready to go by next stream, which is Wednesday night. So that's exciting. I mean, I'm not saying my website is going to be 100% like buttoned up in every way, but the major parts. I'll still mess around with the design probably because that takes forever. So yeah, I'll be doing that. But yeah, it's exciting. I'll be able to finally accept sales, which is pretty cool. And I've been able to accept sales up until now, but I've had to do it through like PayPal, and you have to message me directly and you have to work it out, kind of thing. Like, which I mean, I'm fine with, but I don't know. I wonder if some people were not happy with that option for whatever reason. All right. It's hard to see if I got everything. I think there are some areas that I missed, but I think I'll be good enough. Ah, my head's in the shot. I need. I wish I could set up a buzzer in my earbud somehow, where like when my head goes into shot, um, you know, it like warns me, like a proximity sensor or something. Just gonna clean my palette up a little bit real quick. All of this is from last night's painting, so I probably won't use a lot of it, but I'll mix it up and then keep it here in case I need a color that's like, you know, grayish, warmish, whatever this turns out to be. Actually, I have a tube of paint that's this coat, like a mix gray from the factory, but I've never used it. I should try and do a painting with that or something. Hey, Des. Welcome. Oh, and Meredith. Hey, how's it going? Okay, hold on. I cannot see Meredith. 1 second. I need to zoom in a little bit here. Yeah. I have my font set kind of small, and the chat is like 3 feet away from me. I had to increase the font size a little bit. Hey, how's it going? Hey, Des. I'll join chat here if Meredith is here. All right, awesome. Hey, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you all doing? By the way, I haven't posted it online yet, but I finished the portrait from last night. I took a little bit of time to fix the eye and a few other minor fixes and everything. But yeah, I finished it. I have run it through all the processes I have to, and I'll post it tomorrow. It is on my Discord though, if you want to take a look at it there. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm really happy with it. You can kind of see it back here. I can show it here too, but the seeing it on stream does not do it justice compared to seeing it a good photo of it, you know? Because like there's so much detail that you can't really capture on stream that well. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. Oh, thank you, Meredith. I appreciate that. It's very sweet of you. How are you all doing? Meredith, Des, anyone else who's not in chat currently? How are you all? You got the glasses, great. Yeah, I actually, I hate to admit this, but after stream, when I went back to it, I realized something was a bit off on the glasses, and I had to redo the glasses to get them right. I think they're pretty close now, but there's just something off about it. That's what I get for rushing, you know. I was trying so hard to get it done. Yeah. I really need to buy new paint soon, and I'm struggling to find the paint that I want and figure out what tubes of paint I want, and I hate that. It's so frustrating. You're fine, thank you. Yeah, good, glad to hear it. Because the paint manufacturers, they do, like every paint manufacturer does these weird like things where it's like, okay, this, if you want, you know, we'll sell you all of these paints, but if you want it in a big tube, we only have these ones and not these ones. I'm like, but I want one of those. And they're like, well, too bad. So you go, okay, so let me go to another manufacturer, and they're like, okay, cool, you can get the same pigment, but it might look different. I'm like, oh God, come on, I just want to buy some paint here. You're making this hard. Yeah, frustrating. That says the white paint I bought was uh, the white paint I bought has debris in it. Oh, that's not good. When I squeeze it out onto the palette, it has hairs or bristles within the paint. It's only the white, and it's not my palette. That's the problem. I can see it come out of the tube. That's horrible. That's worse than what I was complaining about, that's for sure. Yeah, that's awful. I look, I can't attest to the quality. I think you're using acrylics. Is this your acrylics or is this your oil paint? While I wait for your answer, I can't attest to how good this paint is and its longevity because, like, you know, I'm not a lab and I haven't been using it for like over a decade or three or whatever. But it's cheap, or let me put it this way, not cheap, but well priced. Great White from what's it called? Uh, oh my God, Jerry's Artorama. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it feels good. Like there, I don't, you know, it, the consistency, the coverage, in that aspect, it's fine. So yeah, but yeah, that's really weird for it to have stuff in it. That's bizarre. All right, it has been quite a while since I worked on this painting, and I have to try and remember, um, like what am I doing? All right, I think this painting, one of the main things it needs right now is some structure. So let's get it. Let's give it some structure. But yeah, I can't imagine buying paint and having like anything other than paint come out of the tube. I'll be honest. That's wild. I love using big things like this for like trying to do like anything like buildings or anything that's like long straight lines. I hate like having to use a ruler or what's it called? Or tape or anything like that if I can avoid it. So big you know, big things like this that are straight really help. Having said that, this isn't that big. It's big for this. It's not that big if I were to do, if I were to do much larger paintings, this would not be that large. But it is 3 inches. And like I said, not that large for bigger paintings. But for this size painting, definitely definitely a large. Uh, I don't want to say brush because it's not a brush, but whatever it is. By the way, Des, what brand of paint is that? I'm curious. Anyways, keep get. You know what it is? I did not take my medication today, so yeah, there is that. I'm kind of out of it, I guess. I didn't realize how out of it I was, but I am out of it. I notice I'm out of it when like I'm streaming and I just kind of focus on painting and stop even thinking about the chat at all. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm streaming. Halfway through, I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably pay attention to that, huh? I've been very focused lately, aside from that painting that I worked on. Mostly I've just been focused on my website lately. That's been my big project right now. and it's exciting. It's ready. It'll be ready to launch soon. To relaunch, I should say. So I'm excited. Oh, but what was it? I was talking about, that's right. I was talking about ordering paint. Yeah, I was getting frustrated with the manufacturers. So I wanted to order bismuth yellow, and I was like, I'm going to order a large tube of bismuth yellow from, what's it called? Mgram. Nope, they don't have bismuth yellow large tube format. I'm just like, why? Why? And then I wanted to order, I think, permanent rose or quinacridone rose, and I think they don't have that in large tubes either. Just like, what is happening here? Like, I want to buy these things, and they don't have. Why do they not have these? I don't understand what's going on. Hey, Super Chan Nova. That's right. I forgot how to say your name for a minute. How you doing? Meredith says, and the shades aren't consistent between brands. Like ultramarine blue can look so different between each brand. Oh yeah, absolutely, Meredith. And if you really want to get into it, I mean, you're absolutely 100% right. But um, some pigments are even worse than ultramarine. A lot of the cadmiums, because the color changes based off of how much I think it's how much they heat it up when they're manufacturing it. But the worst one I think might be quinacridone rose, because quinacridone rose is pigment PV19, which stands for pigment violet 19. And that same pigment can be quinacridone rose or permanent rose, depending on the brand, right? Quinacridone red, even though it's a violet, quinacridone violet, quinacridone magenta, even though usually magenta is, get this, PR 122, which means pigment red. Even though whatever, magenta, okay, sure, whatever. So it's like, okay, so this one pigment can be a minimum of 3 colors on a spectrum within the same line. Now go to a different company and see what it looks like, and good luck. It's so frustrating. Hey, Henry Spy, welcome. Uh, Super Chan says, "Oh well, it's fine. I'm doing good. Love the art." Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. For anyone who wasn't here yesterday, I did this painting yesterday, uh, which it's Dylan Sarah from the Dylan Sarah YouTube channel from Drawn Together. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And yeah. And this what's it called? Sparked the idea of doing a paint along for what is it called? Oh my god, Portrait Artist of the Year. So we're going to be doing that maybe on Sunday. I'll see if I can get it set up for Sunday. So Sunday we're going to try and do a paint along of Portrait Artist of an old episode of Portrait Artist of the Year. So anyone who wants to participate, you're welcome to participate. I will stream for 4 hours to get it going, to get minimum. And yeah, it should be fun. Hey Dia, welcome. How you doing? Super Chan says all in one go. Almost. I did it all in one go, and then I put it aside, and then at like 2 a.m. I looked at it and I was like, oh, I need to finish. There was like one thing on the eye I needed to finish, and I noticed that there was something wrong with the glasses, so I touched that up, and that was it. So mostly in one go. Like there was a few touch-ups that I did after the fact. I ran out of time. I could have kept going, but I had an appointment, so I literally had to like stop stream. Otherwise, I could have kept going. Hey Asher, welcome. How you doing? Good to see you. Where did the new seasons in streaming? I have no idea. I don't know if they're even doing it, Henry, for Portrait Artist of the Year. I don't even know if they're still doing it, honestly. They the way that they have their stuff set up so that no one can watch it unless you live in like, I think it's like a 2-block radius, I'm pretty sure. Other than those, than those like people, no one else can watch it, so I have no idea. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Super Chan. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. I was really on it that yesterday. Henry Smith says UK where TV requires a license. Yeah, yeah. That show is so frustrating. The way that they like lock it down. Let's see. Escher says finished my last school project ever. Getting my high school finished in little no time. Oh, that's awesome. That's fantastic. Congratulations. It's good to be done with it. Painting looks really cool. Love the colors. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. This is one of my found photography paintings. In case anyone was curious, so. And if someone doesn't know, my found photography paintings are paintings that are based off of found photography, which is photographs that are basically like abandoned, and no one knows who the owner is, or all the details of like who owns them, who they belong to, all that stuff is lost basically. But yeah, we're gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna try and get it set up for next Sunday. Portrait Artist of the Year paint along. I will what I'm going to do is I'll find a good screenshot that I'll be painting from, and I will share it with all of you so you can paint from that screenshot too if you want. Or I will also link the episode online, and you can what's it called? You can paint a different, you know, a different person or a different angle if you want. And yeah, I will try and stream for a minimum of 4 hours, probably longer, to do the whole painting in one go, as if I was on the show. Of course, that's, without the time to practice and get used to trying to paint a whole painting in 4 hours, but that's fine. It's just for fun anyways. But yeah, Portrait Artist of the Year, there are some episodes online, but they're not like they're not legit episodes, or however you want to phrase it. You can see some of the legit episodes even in America through Amazon, but it's like literally the first 3 seasons only. From like, I don't even know how long ago, but a while ago. They started it quite a while ago. So it feels weird to watch episodes. I mean, not weird. They're good, but at the same time, it's like, come on, I want to watch. I want to watch the new episodes. I've seen these already. This says I keep trying to find it on the download sites without much luck. Uh, yeah, I haven't ventured into the download sites in quite a while. Uh, ever since I started using all my computer stuff for work, I've been extra cautious with everything. So yeah, I don't venture into those waters much anymore. I think I screwed that up. Okay. Not a big deal. That was in the wrong place. I remember the year I started paying for Photoshop. Um, for the longest time, I did not pay for Photoshop, and then I got a big job. Uh, that I was, I was working from my personal computer, but it was a big job, and there was quite a bit of money, relatively speaking, and there were some issues with like raw files because they they release new updated raw file. I guess not raw files, but readers for raw files, like codecs to read them, something like that. I don't know exactly how it works. Um, but yeah, I was working with some photographers, and they had like newer cameras, and it was causing some issues. And I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna buy Photoshop and just get access to everything and just do that. Um, yeah. Adobe has definitely made their money off of me, that's for sure. Not to mention all the exploitation that they're doing now. Well, to be fair, they might not be exploiting me directly. Might. Not positive about that. This is all AI stuff, by the way, in case anyone doesn't know. Which I generally try to avoid talking about on my channel just because it's annoying and just frustrating in general. Although if anyone feels like I do about AI, there are links in the description on my YouTube channel to Glaze and Nightshade if you want to protect your style, and also with Nightshade poison the well. Just, gonna throw that out there. If you want, it's there for you. And it's only poisoning the well if someone's trying to, exploit you and take your work for themselves, basically. So might as well. That's my feeling on it, at least. But yeah, right now I'm just trying to kind of make things just a little clearer because I felt like it was just a little too hazy, and I wanted to just give it some structure so that it didn't look purely like a special effect kind of put on top of it kind of thing. Because what it is, it's supposed to be like a light leak um, and the sunset kind of effect happening. But One thing I keep running into, and I should just give up on it and use my palette knife, is these things are not the best at mixing color. But I just, I'm so stubborn that like I was like, well, it's in my hand, so I just want to use it to, mix my color and be done with it. But they're not great at it. I don't know if I'm weird, but I feel like I've always as a kid struggled to like stay inside the lines when coloring and stuff like that. And I feel like I still do struggle with that, so I just kind of gave up on it. And now I just make a mess and I go back and fix it after the fact. uh, all right, quick break time. I'm not leaving. I'm just gonna stop painting for a minute, get a drink, and cool off a little. For some reason, it's well, probably because of my computer. It's really warm in here. And since I'm taking a break, I think I'm gonna go get Dresden. He's right here in the corner. Preston. Hi, little boy. Oh, yeah. I know. Oh, I forgot to minimize the window. Don't let him see himself. Okay, here we go. Hi, Dresden. Yep, there's no cat in the screen. Don't worry. I minimized the window so you can't see yourself. You're such a silly boy. No, don't go. Stay. You're so much cuter than I am. If I could have you on screen all the time, I'd have so many more viewers. Yeah. Because look at you. You're so pretty. You're so silly. Okay, I'll put you down. You can have my chair now. See, I'm not using it at the moment, so you can sit there. He's so silly. All right, quick back stretch. All right. That says he's too cute. Yeah, he is. I'm telling you, I'd have so many more viewers if I could have him on screen front and center all the time. I wish I could have a cat cam. People do kitty cams while they sleep. Really? That's yeah. No, I absolutely. It would. The problem is he's like the they just go around the house too many places. Like he'll sleep in my room sometimes, but too often he'll go and just roam around or sleep somewhere else or something. So, and then also, I'm already running two cameras, and like I don't want more than that. I feel like we're starting to get, a little. It starts becoming it's already a bit much. But yeah. Yeah, one of the streamers I watch, he has bunnies, so he does a bunny cam. Uh, you know, it's cute. I like it. When you first started streaming, you had a dog cam. They were napping on your bed. That's cute, Des. That's awesome. Yeah, like I said, it just complicates things too much for me personally. Because like first of all, Dresden is usually the only one in my room. Sometimes Misu, but like sometimes they'll sleep in random places. They don't have like a spot kind of thing, and I don't want to like have to reposition my camera all the time and like try and catch them, and then I have to make sure that none of the NDA stuff I have is showing ever or anything like that. It becomes a little too much to manage. Hey Don Lee, welcome. How you doing? Good to see you. But yeah, I do support it. I think it's great when streamers do that. I personally just can't manage it at the moment. Maybe one day. Yeah, I might have to bust out the ruler here for a second because like this is just too long for me to see if it's straight or not. How are you doing, Don Lee? How was movie night? Ah, damn, I am going too far. All right. Des says, doing good. I'm going to attempt to stream tomorrow. Oh, fantastic. Each time I plan on it, something comes up. That's not fantastic. Donnelly says, movie night was cool. You think everyone liked it? Nice. Good. Maybe I won't use this brush. I think this brush might be mostly dead. I have some brushes that um, we'll just say I didn't treat the best. Um, could have been better to them. I can't remember what the date is, but there's supposedly some solar eclipse thing happening soon. I think we talked about it briefly yesterday, but yeah, I ordered glasses so I can see it. I'll also tape some to my phone and see if I can take any good photos of it. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of good photos. I'm sure my cell phone photo is not going to be one of the better photos out there, but you know, so that I have it for myself, I guess. Donley says, cool, love astronomy related things. I think it's the 8th, somewhere near that date. Yeah, something like that. That sounds right. I don't know if it's the same type of eclipse, but I once saw a solar eclipse when I was visiting my dad in Mexico, and I remember like all the plants and bugs just went to sleep as if, you know, as if it was nighttime. Like the flies and everything also on just we're like, "Oh, it's nighttime? Okay, I guess it's time to go to bed." And just like went to sleep on like the plants and wherever they were. Here's a good video about the upcoming eclipse, and it talks about wildlife reaction and shows where you need to be to see it. Oh, cool. I'll check it out. Thanks, Donnelly. Appreciate that. Like where in the world you need to be to see it? Is that what you mean by where you need to be to see it? Where in the US you need to be? Okay. I'll be shocked if we're not in the right place to see it here in Austin, uh, including its path through Texas. Nice. Yeah. I'm just assuming it's going through Austin purely based on like how much people are talking about it. I'm just like, there's no way people are talking about it this much and it's not going to be like coming right through here. But I could be wrong. That'd be funny if I was. Like, oh yeah, you're not even going to be able to see it. Okay. Uh, do you ever hope for like things to go wrong just because like it will be funnier if it were to go wrong? Like I'm almost hope that it doesn't go anywhere near Austin just because I think it'd be funnier. Like I do want to see it. I bought what's it called for it, glasses, but I would laugh so hard if it was, nowhere near Austin. You're out of luck? Okay. Gee, I'll have to look at that later. Cryptic a bit. Just a pic of the map, solar path out over Texas. Okay. And Austin is directly in the path. You see, I knew it. Well, at least I'll get to see it. Like, I guess it's a win-win because I either laugh at myself for being stupid for not looking it up, or I get to actually view it. So I guess I get, you know, I guess I get to view it. Theoretically, or whatever, I don't know. Like, technically, that's the better option, but like, at the same time, I'm still willing to laugh at myself for being a moron and not checking it earlier to know for sure, you know? I just knew that if everyone was so preoccupied with it, there was like no chance it wasn't going to be coming through here. Oh my god, I just remembered where I heard about it specifically. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about that. Okay. Um, I was um, I was trying to make an appointment with my psychiatrist. I'm getting on new ADHD medication. I'm not on it yet, but they want to. It's a regulated substance, so they have to like see me about it, and they want me to come in for an interview or whatever. Um, and I tried to schedule it on the day of the eclipse, and the person I was talking to was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to be out that day." I was like, "Oh, okay." She's like, "Yeah, there's an eclipse happening. I'm taking the day off to go view it." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool. That's nice." What's the eyes for, Donley? Just trying to get on some ADHD medication, that's all. They're real stingy with the ADHD medication. It's annoying. Is your doctor cool? Go hang out with them for the cliffs. Yeah, right? Maybe I should email her and be like, "Hey, where's a good spot to go view the cliff?" You seem like you know. Sounds like she has it all planned out. Yeah, it does. I mean, she's taking a day off for it, so yeah, I'm assuming she's got a plan. I wish there was something that they could do like with certain medication like that, where it's like they could test you to verify that you have ADHD, and then if they can verify it like without a doubt, um, then they don't have to be as like you know as regulated with it or something. I don't know. It's just so annoying to deal with. I just wish there was a better way of dealing with it. It sounds like a pain. Yeah, it is. So it's just stupid. That like what's it called? They're very strict about it, and they'll. I've had to do like a few drug tests just because like they want to make sure that I don't know what I'm not on. Oh, obviously a drug test, so make sure I'm not on drugs. I don't know what drugs they're even looking for, but whatever. But yeah, and uh, and there's a national shortage too, so it's like it's hard to get the medication as well now to make it, to add to the difficulty. I don't know, it's frustrating. Dunley, of course, it's a pain because of all the other people being shitheads on substances. Uh, it really has nothing to do with you. Yeah, no, I know, I know. And I'm not even like I'm not really all that like I'm much more like I have a much more lenient you know view on drugs in general. Like I feel like people, obviously kids is an issue, but like I feel like adults should A be a little more free with what they're allowed to take and then B given help if they need it, you know? That says, is it your employer doing the test? Sorry, I uh I missed what you were saying. No, 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 not my employer. ADHD medication. I'm trying to get on a new medication. Uh, I was saying that that's where I heard of the eclipse for the first time because I tried to schedule it in my appointment. I have to go in. I tried to schedule it on the day of the eclipse, and my the person I was talking to was like, "Oh yeah, I'm taking the day off that day, so you can't come in. I'm going to go see the eclipse." I'm like, "Oh, okay. There's an eclipse." She's like, "Yeah. All right, cool. Good to know." But yeah, I'm just they're real weird about the medication stuff. It's really frustrating. Not the biggest deal in the world. I just, just a little annoying. Donnelly says, I guess I'd say lenient too, but when other people's actions affect the availability of the stuff that could help others, it pisses me off. Oh yeah, no, for sure. And it's definite. It can definitely be a problem. Like what was it? The uh what is that medication? There's that medication that's for diabetics, but they found out that it's really good for weight loss, Ozempic, and suddenly like there's a bunch of diabetics that can't get the medication because so many people are getting it for weight loss. It's just like, okay, this is a problem. That says I'm being put on new medication for seizures in the next few weeks. I don't even know the name of it. I need to research the side effects. Ugh, that's smart. I have not done that for my medication. I'll be honest, I have not done that. I feel like I don't know. I feel like the medication is well known enough at this point that I'm just kind of like, oh, whatever. It's probably safe or safe-ish. I know, not not a good system. Like totally get it. Like I am not being smart about it, but at the same time, it's like I said, I feel like it's slightly more common of medication. That says, yeah, they asked if you wanted Ozempic, but I researched it and it has horrible side effects. Oh, does it? I didn't know. No, I'm what's it called? I'm gonna try out Vyvanse this time. We'll see how it goes. I tried Adderall. That didn't work out well for me. Adderall put me to sleep. I wish I could get the cool side effects that like other people get from it, but I did not. It just kind of, like I said, just kind of made me drowsy and one put me to sleep. I'm like, all right, this medication that's supposed to help me focus is not helping me focus unless you consider head on pillow focus. And the other common one, what is it, Ritalin? Yeah, that just gave me a headache. It's like it's very frustrating. Yeah, even though there's no such, I guess, no such thing as like a guarantee or whatever, the fact that like uh, Adderall put me to sleep apparently is a good sign that that I actually have ADHD and it's not a misdiagnosis or something. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Makes sense to me, but what do I know? So interesting to go back to older paintings when they're like halfway done. There's so many things where I'm just like, what was I thinking when I did this? Why did I do it this way? And I wonder if that is a just a just a result of seeing it differently because of the break, or what I'm actually hoping is it's, you know, um, proof of improvement where I look at it now and I'm like, oh, I clearly was not doing these things, well or right, or I know a better approach now and so on, Uh, hard to know for sure with stuff like this, but it does have that feeling to it a bit where I'm like, what was I thinking? Clearly, this was not a good approach to do this. I apologize to everyone because I'm going to repeat some things I've said before, but Don Lee, exciting news, and I will actually send this to you, I think, before it goes live because I'd like to get your feedback on this if you're up for it. But my website's very, very close to ready to relaunch. I'm very close to being able to relaunch my website with my web store and everything. So that's exciting. Uh, oh, YouTube, stop that. I know there's no sound coming from my mic right now. I'm not talking, that's why. Yeah, I'm simplifying the features and the detail here. Um, just so it's going to be easier to put in some of the detail back in. Just think it's an easier way of doing it. I don't know. I feel like I was getting too caught in the weeds earlier. And I was trying to do too much. I feel like I was trying to do too much detail when that stuff isn't that important in this painting. Like this isn't a painting where I want to go in and get all the little features of the people and everything. That's not necessary for this one. Geez. Well, I'm actually going to be ending stream soon. I'm not up for a super long stream tonight, unfortunately. Yesterday was a marathon, and I have a bunch of things I need to take care of, and my back is also like a little on the um, what's it called? I guess just overexerted. So I will have to end soonish, unfortunately. Um, but yeah, but I think I got a lot of good work done on this today. I don't, I'll be honest, I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream this painting again because of like how close to done it is at this point. I might just have to finish this on my own time, uh, which probably won't be a ton of time because it's really close to done at this point. There's like all these little minor things I need to do, but they're so small. I don't know how well how well it'll translate to stream it, and I don't know that I'll even take up a full like a full stream. So I'm probably just gonna have to do it on my own time. And then next stream, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and then the stream after that, it is Portrait Artist of the Year paint along. That's the goal, at least. Oh yeah, when will that be? Does ask. Sunday. That will be on Sunday, unless something comes up. But yeah, that'll be Sunday. Um, I'll see when I can exactly when I can schedule it, but I'll try and post a bit in advance so that people have a little more like what's it called? Um heads up, Like I'll try and schedule the stream the day before so that I can so people will have more of a heads up for when it starts. And I'll also try and post the reference at least a day before as well, so people can prepare if they want to participate on the day of. The fun thing is, like, just the other thing is, I'll try and do it this Sunday, but if there's enough episodes, we can also do it again at another time, for the fun of it, kind of thing. Imagine, and this won't happen, but imagine if it was so popular that they actually uh, made an American version of the show. That would be cool. It would be cutthroat, highly competitive if they made it in America. People would be smack talking and stuff. I know. That's the one thing that sucks is like the British version. They're all so like nice and polite and cool. I like that. I love that about the British version. And you're right. If they brought it to America, that's exactly what it would be. And that would be such a like if that was the case, if they did that, I would actually not want them to bring the show to America. You know what I mean? Like I would not want that. Because look, I know art has the art world, especially like the like job market and the fine art market, both of those. Like I know that there's a lot of competition in there in different ways between the two. Like they're not the same kind of competition, but um, yeah, I know there's a lot of competition and everything. But for the most part, I have seen it be very, very positive. Like people generally, artists are really nice. Artists are really giving. Artists are really um, try and help each other. Like I've seen mostly just like positives. There's always the bad apples, but overall it's so encouraging and people are so, because I think it's because people know what it's like to not be good at art because no matter how good you are, at one point you weren't good. And so there's a camaraderie there, I think. Um, that says it would be all about the personalities or how the contestants looked rather than the talent. Probably. You're probably right. You're probably right. But yeah. I remember one episode of the Portrait Artist of the Year though. This was the only time it got close to that. Was there was an episode where one of the people clearly had some kind of mental issue and his art was kind of crazy and um he got very, very frustrated with the show and the judges, and he didn't. I'm trying to remember. He didn't win. I don't know if he even got called for the short list. I can't remember. And he got so frustrated and annoyed with the whole thing that he went over to the wall with their original artwork, grabbed his painting, and walked off. The guy who walked out, yeah. But he didn't just walk out, he grabbed his painting off of the wall and walked out. That says, but I'd love to see more of the shows. I can rewatch them only so much. Yeah, I know it gets boring to rewatch them after a while for sure. Bless you, Dresden. Little boy. The thing is, though, it's so stupid to do that because even the people who like don't win get a huge boost to their their name and business from being on the show. Unless of course you act like a child, in which case you probably get less of a boost. Oh yeah, if I like their work, I look them up and follow on social. Exactly. And that's you. A lot of people do that, but also there's people who like are like, you know, who have them enough money to start throwing around, you know. Um, so yeah. Donnelly says, I think the attitude of the show, if it were in America, would depend a lot on the people in charge of the show. Oh, for sure. On Face Off, they didn't have much of the way of trumped up drama. True, good point. But I'll get to that. But true. But there was body painting show that was semi spin off of Face Off, and the feel was very different. Caddy and drama and nothing to do with the art. That is true. You're right. You make a good point. Hold on, I have to go say goodnight to Michelle 1 second. Good.
No. What?
I thought I muted it, but I didn't. So okay.
Oh, hello, people.
Good night.
Good night. I love you.
Love you too.
Sleep well.
Me too. Donnelly says good night. Des says I like watching the glass blowing show on Netflix. There's a furniture building one. Interesting. But here is the difference. I will say the thing that I don't like about those shows compared to Portrait Artist of the Year is they have a lot of weird like competitions in those shows, like the makeup show. Every week there's like a weird competition and they have to like, you know, whatever. And the thing I like about Portrait Artist of the Year is until they get to the final three, it's just always the same. And I like that because it, you know, it's not about like, oh no, what are they going to do this week, you know? And yeah, the people are different, but you know, I don't know if that makes sense, but I do like that. I like that it's always the same because I mean, it puts the focus on the painting, not on like, what are they going to do? What wacky adventure are they doing this week? There was a what is it? It wasn't Top Model, but it was like the America's next like art big artist. I can't remember what the title was. But it was dumb. Very true. It's not taking the artists out of their comfort zones. It's about seeing people that are good at what they do, and main challenge is time and subject. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, they're already out of their comfort zone. Let's be real. You know, the surrounding is very much out of their comfort zone. For like 99% of them, you know, there might be one who's like, oh yeah, I perform like this all the time, but like, you know, yeah. Yeah, the surrounding too. Yeah, for sure. Trying to remember, there was an art competition in America. It went for 2 seasons, and it was very dumb. And the crowds looking on. True, true. The crowds and the time limit and the people, you know, the what's it called? The presenters coming to talk to them in the middle while they're painting. I bet that would be distracting as well, you know. Damn, I can't believe I forgot the name of that show. I had like it's like right there, and I can't remember. It's not America's Next Top Model. That obviously is a modeling show. Um, but yeah, I can't remember what it was called. But it was dumb because they did the same thing. They were like, this week we're going to do this type of art, and this week we're going to do this type of art, and every time it was something different. And it's like, what? Why do like why does this need to be a thing? And very few of them were like really fantastic at like painting or anything like that, because it was just like there's like all kinds of different types of art. And of course, they were all, I think all of the artists were like young and uh, conventionally attractive for the most part, if I remember correctly. Donnelly says, yeah, some of the things the judges say to the artists as they're working can be a little ridiculous. Oh, that for sure. But, you know, they also got to fill time. I just can't get over the judges fawning over that one artist. Um, and they just looked like they looked very I'll just say silly because they just didn't know that what they were fawning over was just a very common uh a very very common you know um comic book style technique. Yeah. I feel like someone did them dirty by not like notifying them in advance or after the fact, and they could have like dubbed over some things or just edited it in a way different way or something. All right. I think I'm gonna call it a night. Oh, yeah, I'm just my back is like giving starting to just it's not giving out on me, but it's complaining a lot. I think I need to give it a break. Um, but yeah, I'll be here Wednesday night and then Sunday day for paint along with Portrait Artist of the Year. Um, See you soon then. Have a good night. Yeah, absolutely, Des. Have a good night. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks everybody who stopped by. I appreciate it. I stream 3 times a week. Monday night, Wednesday night, and Sunday afternoon. Join the Discord, follow me on Instagram, all that stuff. I do post like about special events and stuff like that on the Discord. So join the Discord. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks so much for stopping by. Sorry, I was distracted by the cat. Anyways, bye everyone.